glad that you have decided to come to another session, and I want you to be wealthy. Today we're going to be talking about anger, and I am a perfect person to talk about anger. I like to yell, I like to scream, I get angry over injustices, and I get angry over large political turmoil. I get angry when I deal with the government. I get angry when I have to do paperwork 3 or 4 different times. So here's the bottom line. Where does anger really originate from? Well, it's a combination of fear and ego. So let me talk to you just a minute. I'll give you a perfect example. When my computer goes down, you look at my age, I'm 29 years of age, and I get very frustrated. I get very angry. And the reason is that it's hopeless and helpless. Fear. I should have the skills. I've got a good IQ. I'm coherent. Ego. Do you see how that works? And when I go and 90 miles an hour, what happens? All I do is get my hormones all revved up, and then I get angry, and then I take it out on others. And that is not what we need to be doing. All right? Part of the anger and flipping that switch. Now, I want you to know I have had different types of therapy. The best one was cognitive behavioral therapy. And the worst one was the person that said, "Oh, you shouldn't be angry." The next one that was really bad was, "Oh, you should just let that go. You should just let that go." And yeah, what did I want to do? Violence. That's kind of what I wanted to do. All right. So reality is that if we do get angry, and anger is not part of our normal fright and flight type genetic, the way that we're wired. Anger is something that's learned. And did I come from a family that was angry? Yeah, sure. So what happens is that when we are angry, we don't believe in the higher order, that there is more to the picture about what's actually happening. So an example would be that if I am angry about my computer, then I can believe that I'm stupid. I run this movie that I'm incompetent, and that's ego. And then I can run fear that, oh no, it's going to shut down. I'm going to lose my data. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to have ransomware. Oh my God. And that's fear. But understand that if I relax, then I can work towards solving the problem. I won't have that adrenaline charge. And the other part about it is that we lose faith in humanity. Do I get angry when people don't perform, or I lose a lot of money, or people don't pay me back when I lend money to them? Yes, I do. I have a tendency to do that. All right? But that causes me to lose faith in humanity. And that means that my belief system that there is karma, that my health, having good health, having a good lifestyle, having relationships in my life is all out the window. It doesn't matter. Well, stop for a minute. If I truly believe in karma and health and life and relationships, getting angry isn't going to work, because when you are angry, people run away. People don't like to hang out with you. And I've lost business deals. I've lost personal relationships. I drive away people. Oh, by the way, the health consequences: stroke, high blood pressure, and heart attack. Hey, let's just go for the big ones. We're not even talking about being angry and having a sexual desire. Those are just part of the fallout once you start to have a heart attack or a stroke. And one of the other things about anger is, have you ever noticed that it kind of snowballs? And when we start to get anger, it just feeds on itself and feeds on itself, and then you get that adrenaline hit, and bang, you're off to the races. So even me discussing this now, I've realized that part of the enjoyment that I get from being angry is that adrenaline rush. And guess what? It's not appropriate if I'm driving people away or not believing in the spiritual part of my life. It's just, I need to stop it because there's a dysfunction that's going on that isn't worth it. All right. So, you know, I have had different therapies that said, oh, you should just remain calm. No, that is not true. If you're fired up, and that's where we need to learn that there's a disconnect. And that disconnect, we need to find out whether or not that disconnect turns to fear or to ego. And if it's ego, then it's easy enough just to flick off and move on. And if we need more education, or we reach out to other people that might have that knowledge that we need in order to overcome whatever little angry issue that we've got. You know, it's difficult to train yourself not to be angry. I have taught people that what we do when we start to get angry, we know that feeling, it comes on, and what we need to do is count to 10. Yes, that is a way to deal with it, right? But we need to start recognizing that it's coming. And we also need to understand that remaining calm and taking a middle path to remaining calm really doesn't work. We need to start looking at where our values are. Do we believe that we should be fearful? No, we should get more education and information. We should work through the process. We should be taking action. So what we need to do is learn personal mastery of management in order to overcome that anger, which means that we need to get to know our body better. We need to know what triggers that we have and then get educated on those triggers in order to reduce the fear or get rid of the ego. You know, we need to take another picture of ourselves. We need to rewrite the movie that we are living in order to be able to get rid of the anger. When we rewrite it, we need to rewrite it so that it's bonding, it's relationship, it's forgiveness, it's love. And then we will start to be able to overcome being angry at the person that cut you off. I can assure you that if there was another person sitting in your car when that person cut you off, they'd do the same thing to that person. I can assure you that the discrimination that you have had, like I have had, where you know darn well that they're discriminating against, they'll do it to any person that is of your generation, of your color, of your sex, of your religious denomination. It's just them. So I can't be angry over that. And I've also started to really look at what I don't get angry at and what I do get angry at. And most of it's my ego. And with that said, I think I should end this program because I'm getting a little bit too personal. But reality is that I've had enough therapy, Reiki healing, Kabbalah, cognitive behavioral therapy, that I'm really starting to get to know myself in a way where I can go and say, no, if the car breaks down, I'm not going to get angry. Why? It's pretty much useless. You just deal with it. You call the tow truck and then you start shelling out the money. And when, the people don't show up for the job, or they give you misinformation, or they misrepresent something, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, they're just going to lie to everybody. So go ahead, comment down below. Let's talk about it. Let's schedule some time so that you can enjoy a happier life and better relationships by overcoming this anger. We can do it. We can work together. Go ahead and comment. Thank you for coming. You have a great day.